Baila, baila conmigo, que yo al paso te sigo. Seamos más que amigos, amigos, amigos. Solo tú me sigues al ritmo de la pista y yo me veo como chica de revista.
Ooh, you look cute. Are we cute? Yeah, we cute. Let me see your hair. Who did your hair? Four. Oops. Sorry, don't break nothing. Because I've been talking about these lashes. I went on vacation. And when I tell you they held up.
They held up.
They held up. Is the only, I think when I got to the saltwater got in my eye and these, because I was tearing up so bad. So right here, because I was tearing up so bad, and then it was really hot in the country, so like sweat kept on like accumulating right on my lid. So then I had to wash them because it's like they would like what I guess once it got loaded with sweat, my eyes would start burning. So then I had to wash them, and then they would be fine. But I was sweating buckets out there, and I found the little fan on Amazon, the little fan, because I was like.
And then how about I came across a new fan?
Oh, okay.
It goes up to 100. It's a Lash Girl that has them, and it goes to 100. Oh my God, that fan feels so good.
This is what my fill looks like. I got another hybrid set. I just didn't do as much volume as I did the first time. I showed her a picture of what it looked like after when a couple of lashes came out, and I asked her to do that for me. And I think what it is I want to be able to see my skin a little bit through my lashes, and when I got it the first time, it was really dark, and now you still can see some of my skin through my lashes. So I'm gonna have her information below. Her name is Ken. She's currently in Plantation, but she's told me she's moving to Oakland Park. So if you book with her on her website, you should be able to see what the new site is. I'm gonna put the link that I use for the website. And this time my eyes didn't burn as much as it burned the first time. I think it's because like allergies was really bad the first time, and this time, oh, I'm really in my face. And this time I kind of probably accustomed to it. I did my eyebrows real quick because she like a little video, so I did my eyebrows real quick. I'm just gonna make me something to eat. I was gonna stop by and get something to eat outside, but then I was like, this is how I waste money. So I'm gonna make a scrambled egg with cheese, salami, and toast. I'm not really a breakfast person, but my stomach is making noises, and when I was on the bed getting my lashes done, I could hear my stomach. I'm going to break out my griddle because I don't feel like getting too many dishes dirty. Is that working? All right, that's working. I feel like this kitchen does not have enough light in it. I think these kids are part of the reason why I don't want to live with nobody again, because why is there bacon grease on the damn griddle? Not even is you don't clean the oil properly and the grease, you can see that it turns white. That's what my griddle is on my griddle right now. And I'd be wrong if I tell them not to touch my stuff, because I hate washing something right before you gotta put your food on it. It's like in my mind, it's gonna taste like soap, or I'm gonna feel like I didn't wash it properly. Because why wouldn't you wash it properly? This is why I don't want to live with nobody. It's the exact reason why I don't want to live with nobody. I just want to live by myself. So when I touch something, I know I'm the one who touched it. If something breaks, I know who did it. In order for them to live with me, I need to get a 2-family house with separate entrances, where I have my own, or get a house with like a mother-in-law suite where I could just take the mother-in-law suite and then give them the rest, because the more irritated I get with people real fast. And I really don't need big space. I just need a large ensuite. I want my room to have enough space in it, and then have like a bar area. That's mine. But usually in the house where it's a man that usually wants all the space, like they lit a private space and then they just let them run to the house. One of those. I keep forgetting to buy black pepper every time I go to the store. I almost forgot because I'm not making bacon. I need to put some butter or something down so my eggs don't burn. I'm gonna make a couple pieces of salami, and I need to clean up. But honestly, yesterday I cleaned up so much. This boy only had a handful of dishes to wash. He done started the dishwasher last night. And then today he stayed home from school because he said he's not feeling well. And the crazy part is that he just be putting anything in the dishwasher, which is why my plastic bowls be melting. I started off this year with so many plastic bowls to do meal prep. Ask me where my bowls are. Because as soon as the bowls go in the dishwasher, because it's not dishwasher safe, even though I keep telling them that, and it gets warped, they throw it away before I see it. I'm not going to notice that my bowls have been disappearing. Just like when they were younger, they used to throw away my spoons and my utensils because they didn't feel like doing the dishes. Put my toast. Now for some sandwich meat, how much you want to bet they're going to use all the bread up, eat up all the sandwich meat, and then they're going to leave. That's why I end up with so much left over, because I'm trying to wait for this salami burn on one side before I flip it over, because I don't like cold eggs. I just been recording the whole time, so I'm getting ready for a supervision meeting, my clinical supervision, and I am just blotting because I actually wore foundation today, so my face is a bit greasier than normal. So I'm just blotting, refreshing my makeup before I start. You gotta be careful with the brows. It's just easy to powder them. I need to get those sheets that you put on your brows when you like the clear sheets. But I'm gonna get started now, and then I'll be back. So when I was recording the other day in the kitchen, one of the things that got to me was the fact that my kitchen, there isn't any light facing me. So I broke out my ring light. I bought this newer ring light years ago, and in moving I broke a piece to it, so this is the brightest it can go. But I don't think if I put it on the brightest setting, it's a little too jarring, of course. So I am going to see, let me see, I put it a little lighter, right? I think the lighting is a little bit better that way. It gives the same light this. I could always put on the orange lens and see if that makes it better. The only thing I'm concerned about is crease a bit of a shadow, maybe if I move it so it's facing towards me but not exactly on me, and just play with the settings a bit like that, right? It gives a cool tone light, but this way I feel like at least if I'm standing here, my face will be illuminated. Even here, like washing the dishes, you're gonna be able to see it reflecting. Let me put on the orange and see if it makes a difference. Oh, actually, if I'm being honest, I'm supposed to be cleaning. So what I just did, I cleaned my hallway closet, and I need to get a new light because it's only an LED light that works in the closet. But so let's see, we here, I guess it makes it warm. So, or is it if I just turn it down a bit, it won't look too harsh, because I just wanted to have a little light. I think what it does is it washes out the background. To get a light that looks like this, I'll probably just try this instead when I want to film in the kitchen. Hold on one second, let me just try it and I'll be right back. I replaced 3, and I don't know. This is what it looks like. And let me make it a little bit brighter, see if it makes a difference. And it's like here, you know, I feel like it's making me too warm. It's not. I just want it, and I don't like that it's reflecting off the microwave. So let me see if maybe I move it to where it's not reflecting off the microwave, and maybe it's at the side. I think that too. Well, I guess depends on where if I'm standing here, it won't reflect off the microwave. But then now that's a little too orange, too warm for me in this cool tone kitchen. So now, and I guess if I'm wearing glasses, you definitely gonna see it. So let me change it back to the cool tone. Actually, so you know what? All right, so I guess I just need, if I want to feel illuminated, I just need a light behind me, and the light needs to go over there in the corner of the island. So then that way, when I want to record it from this point of view, my face is illuminated, right? Because that's it. And I'm just gonna look like I'm in a Biggie Smalls movie video. I remember when I was younger, I didn't know. You know when they used to be in the videos like this, and I didn't know what that little circle was like. Hey, look at this. But let me see. 90s babe. Let me go back and finish cleaning my room. This is what happens when you have ADHD. I sure enough was cleaning my closet, right? I started off with cleaning my closet. Let me turn off this light and put it back. And then I found a lipstick, so of course I had to color match myself after I found my lipstick. Oh, there was this my NARS lip gloss that I thought I lost. I just needed to clean, because why was it right behind on my dresser? See, this light is warm in here because this is my bedroom light. But you know what? I was thinking about switching it to some cool tone bulbs. But honestly, for me, cool tone bulbs wake me up, and sometimes the warm tone lights make me moody, and I want to go to sleep, and dark and vibey, which is why I like my lights. My sconces, they're very warm. So right now, I need to bring this ring light back in here, and I'm just gonna have to store it because I done did a makeshift screw to make it stick in place, and I don't think it'd be a good idea for me to constantly take it down and put it back. So either I'm just gonna have to store it in my closet, in my bedroom closet, or I just have it stored right here and just, but then I have to think about it, like how often do I use that ring light, right? That's how I determine whether or not I leave something out. Because if I'm not using it often, why am I storing it? Why am I leaving it out on display? But this is the closet. You see how it's like, it's a little bit illuminating here, but that's the light, and it needs to be replaced, and it's not a regular light bulb. It's an LED light bulb, if I'm not mistaken, because I got the same light in my laundry closet. All right, oh my god, first day of my cycle. I'm sitting here suffering in silence. The Tylenol. My cramps is so bad. All right, oh my goodness. Right,
I need you to distract the guard, the arrow to the bow.
I don't know what we're gonna have for dinner. I told my son to take out some meat last night when he cleaned the kitchen. I woke up this morning, oh, well, not this morning because I was taking it out this morning, but this afternoon, I went to the kitchen to look for it, and it was nowhere to be found. So when he got home, of course, me being funny, I said, so what am I cooking you for dinner tonight? And he was just like, I'm sorry. And he had this run-in today with somebody he used to talk to, and he was like, they said hi to him, they had the nerve to say hi to him, and his stomach turned, right? And I was like, oh my God, let me tell you something. One thing about my mother's very forgiving, and she's very tender-hearted. But my father could hold a grudge. My father's very petty. And I can hold a grudge. And I can be very petty. Because my son's father, he's a very forgiving person. Like, he's very let be bygones. Too much of a pacifist. You have to really do something for him to get physical with you, right? He told me sight of her made his stomach turn, stomach stick. The fact that she even deigned to look in his direction and smile and wave like she know what she did. He said he was disgusted. He's disgusted by her character. And baby, I don't know if to be scared, because My son's a Gemini. He's the sweetest boy. When I tell you he's the sweetest boy. And I fear that Miss Mamas then did something within my boy. So now I'm sitting here, we can't maintain this attitude. You have to find indifference. I gotta talk the boy off the ledge because I can't have one of these bitter sons that's gonna grow up and decide he hate all women because one little girl then took him through the ringer. But honestly, I have no room to talk. When I say I have no room to talk, I don't, like, when it comes to my exes that I no longer talk to, anybody that I've ever talked to, once you wrong me, I don't get visceral reactions. When I see you, my stomach isn't going to turn at the sight of you. That's something my father would say. And I guess maybe that's a boy thing. That's how they felt their emotions. But for me, I'm just indifferent. When I see you, it does not move me. Your presence doesn't move me. You don't exist to me. You can die today. When Kevin Gates says, oh, I start messing with somebody, I say, I wish you the best, good luck in life, but I don't mean it. You could die today. And I'm like, that resonated with me because I don't care if you're alive, I don't care if you're dead, I don't care. You could win $1 million tomorrow and it wouldn't bother me. You could win $1 million and say, here, Tanya, I'll give you half of this. And I'd be like, no. Oh, if you start talking to me, I give you, nope. That's how much, when I stop fooling with somebody, I stop fooling with them. I'm talking about my loyalty runs an extreme. So it's either I'm super loyal and I love you, or I don't care if you live or breathe. I don't care. You could be drowning in a 2-inch puddle. Wouldn't matter to me. And my mom always tell me, she's like, oh, you just like your father. That's not a good way to be. But the truth of the matter is, I said even God had his limits. He in the Old Testament, he was not playing with people. And honestly, I understand why.